Everybody, how's it going? If you're from, please like, comment, subscribe to the channel. So the review I have for you today is Cruella. Yes, so I'm continuing my Disney streak. Yes, my Disney remake streak. As like I said, I have now watched four, four or five Disney remakes. So this is my fifth or sixth one. I might have to check back through my videos and see, but yes, this is my review for the 2021 film Cruella. As I said in my other Disney videos, I actively avoided every Disney remake that came out, every live action remake, and now revisiting. I have I'm liking a couple of them. I'm a little mixed on some of them. So, where does Cruella fall? The live action film about Cruella Deville, the villain from uh, the late 80s, early 90s, the late 80s animated film 101 Dalmatians, and the 90s live action film starring Glenn Close as Cruella Deville. So this movie uh, is more. So this movie is more of like an origin story. So you have Emma Thompson, uh, and you have Emma Stone, two legendary actresses. I should say the Emmas, the Emmas. So yeah, Emma Stone, Emma Thompson, and Mark Strong is in here too. I was like, oh, Mark Strong, but I like Mark Strong. Mark Strong is great, but so this movie is so it takes place back in the '60s. I want to say it's back in the '60s. So kind of a period piece, and you have Corella. Basically, a tragedy happened to her, and this tragedy pops off like at the first like at the very beginning of the film. It happens to where she feels like some sort of guilt and resentment. She becomes an orphan, and her and she runs into and it tells you how she runs into her henchmen from the movies and the animated film, the Disney animated film, Horace and Jasper. Yeah, Horace and Jasper, and they're all kids, and the so what ends up happening is this woman that she really there's one thing that she likes more than anything, Corolla, and she doesn't even go by Corolla. She goes by a Stella. Estella is her name in here. And she's like Corolla is like this. Corolla is basically like this other persona. It's more of like a confident, pretty villainous persona actually. So she and the Baroness comes into town. The Baroness. This is like somebody in the fashion world, like Corella, like admires a lot. Like she really admires this woman, and so this and she's wondering, like as far as like this tragedy that happened or whatever, you know, um, or she's trying to do basically what she can to get to the top of like the fashion world. So what I do like about this movie um, is I do like the actors. I think the acting is really strong in this movie. Anywhere from I mean, it's the Emmas, it's Emma Thompson, and it's Emma Stone. I at this point, I don't think I have to tell you how good these two are. They're phenomenal here. I like Emma Stone as Cruella Deville, and I liked Emma Thompson as the Baroness. Uh, I even think the guys who play her henchmen are pretty good. Um, I so as much as I think this is really good. I there's a reason why I'm struggling with the there's a reason why I'm struggling with the description to this movie. Oh, and we will get to that. Because I know a lot of people really like this movie. They hold this into like high regard. Because I mean, this is a crime. This is like a crime, like a crime like type film, I guess, if you want to put it as a crime film. Because they grew up as thieves. Cruella and her henchmen. Um, I said that the acting's good. Mark Strong is phenomenal in here. Even the smaller actors just down the board. That lady who played Anita Darling, um, I've seen her in something else. I was trying to, because I saw her as the black lady. I can't remember her name, but I've seen her in stuff before too. But she plays Anita Darling in there. Um, and I thought she was good too. I think she used to work under the Baroness or something like that. But so I'll say one thing about this movie. Um, I think the acting is so good. It kind of carries the movie on its back. Because I don't think narrative structure wise, I was really that crazy about it. It just felt like at times that there was a lot going on. Um, I and these movies are so hard to do. I think I've said this before, like the Mufasa review. When you have a story when you're trying to do like a prequel to something, and then you sort of try to connect it, you try to connect it to the earlier films. Um, it's hit or miss with that because you have to. I just feel like the narrative to this was everywhere. And that's why I said it was hard to explain it because you got the tragedy that happened to her. You got her trying to get into this fashion world, and then you got the thing with the Baroness going on, and then you got this other fashion designer she runs into. It's so it just I don't know the narrative felt a little cluttered, and at times it felt like I didn't know what the prime goal of the film was. And it just kind of ended up being a mess at times. I don't think this was a very well executed film, in my personal opinion. I just don't. Like I said, I know a lot of people like this movie. It's like I remember when this came out back in 2021. A lot of people said they really liked this movie. They're like, "Oh my god, Cruella is such a great movie." And then watching it, I was like, I think I actually watched this movie twice. I watched it twice to sort of form a really good opinion on it. But yeah, I don't think I'm really favorable of this movie. It was a good like one time watch, and I think watching it twice to me was just one too many times too many because I don't really care about the first time. Like I said, I was following the plot, and I was just like, man, it is so much going on here. Even like even with like the main character, Cruella Deville. Again, I think Emma Stone is a great actress. I think the costume designs are amazing. The part where she lights her dress on fire and the flames come up and she's wearing that other dress, I thought that was actually a cool effect. That was in the trailer. I do remember that being in the trailer back then. But I just Corolla Deville as a sympathetic villain. I wasn't feeling that. I was I wasn't buying her as a sympathetic villain. I'm sorry. I really tried with this movie. I just don't think this is the same woman that like murders dogs and uses them as coats. And she even does some like evil shit in here, and I'm just like, you want me to buy her because like they're like this tragedy happened to her, and she just wants to make it to the top or whatever. And I don't think it's enough for me to be on her side. Like if you're gonna do something like maybe like the Joker or something like that, at least like make me feel some sort of sympathy or something. Um, but yeah, I don't think the me personally, I just don't think the narrative works. Uh, but again, you know, there are people who really like this movie. If you like this movie, that's really cool. I'm just kind of giving you my opinion on it. I don't I really don't like the plot to this movie at all. I was like, I was just it was just really it it started explaining certain things, and then it would move to something else, and then it moved to something else, and then I'm kind of like, honestly, it just felt like they were just putting this together. So I don't know. Yeah, I'm I'm I almost went low, but I'm gonna stick with a moderate recommend on this one. This one's a pretty moderate one. It's moderate. It's in the middle for me because on one hand, I feel like there was potential to do something better. I just don't think this movie stuck the landing for me. Like I said, from a narrative standpoint, and from you know your main character standpoint, I gotta be able to follow your main character, and I don't see what made her so sympathetic in this. I just don't. Even watching it again, I was like, yeah. So, but yeah, this is gonna be a moderate recommend for me. Um, so I know I know people are not going to like my review for this, but you know I have to give my honest opinion on it. So this is my review for Cruella. Um, not really my favorite Disney remake, but I mean, you know, it's not horrible. So, but what did you think about it? Let me know in the comment section as usual, and I will see you in the next review. Peace.